Here with the one and only, the president of the WBC, Mauricio Sulaimán. Mauricio, what relevance did this fight mean to not only boxing, but the WBC and boxing itself?
Well, it's a kickoff for 2025 in a greatest way. A sensational card, many great matches. If you saw the bout sheet,
from top to bottom, yes.
373 wins, 37 losses. The combined record of everyone. 10 undefeated fighters, 4 high-level fights. And then the action lived up to the expectations. And I'm just very happy and very proud that everything went on as it did. And it's a great beginning for this year.
What fight out of the 4 in the pay-per-view do you feel stole the show?
Without a doubt, because of the style, because of the performance of what people like to see, Pitbull Cruz with Fierro.
Very good match.
But the performance of Benavidez.
We'll talk about that.
That was like a beauty of excellency. A sensational match, 2 undefeated champions. Morrell, highly taunted, and Benavidez make him look like a rookie.
Let's talk a little bit more about Pitbull Fierro, and then we'll get into David Benavidez versus Morrell. Pitbull Fierro, again, to me, you said it right. I honestly feel that fight stole the show. The style was there. The fans were into it. They were into it since the weigh-in yesterday and everything. Do you feel that not only did that fight live up to it, but the entirety of the card lived up to the hype that it needed to?
The whole entirety. You saw all these great fights. Olivo, he was winning on all cards and gets stopped in the 10th round.
Yep.
And then I feel very bad for Fulton and Figueroa because they fought their heart out and people were booing because
they had to follow.
They had to follow the Fight of the Year candidate.
Yes,
but overall it was a sensational card, and it is just the beauty of the sport. When you see the 10th round before the bell of Fierro Pitbull, they embrace each other and they hug each other and they say, "We're killing it. Okay, let's go, 10th round," and then they want to kill each other. Such a beautiful, beautiful statement of what boxing is all about.
I was about to ask that because you've been in the game for almost ever. So, you know, from the beginning to now, you're still in the game. Is that the definition of what real boxing is? That no matter what, when you come into a ring, yes, you want to beat your opponent. Yes, you want to win in the most best way you could possibly win, knockout and everything like that. But at the end of the day, it's just the respect and the love of the sport. And at the end of the day, even though I want to knock you out, I don't want to take away from you and your family. Is that the definition of boxing?
Once that bell rings, they embrace each other, they recognize their virtues, and they become friends for life. It's unbelievable how in one split second, from trying to land a knockout punch, the bell rings and immediately they go, and it's if life was like boxing, it would be a different world.
Now let's get into the main event. Again, Morrell versus Benavidez. You said it. You feel that David Benavidez made Morrell look like a rookie, amateur. But at the end of the day, this was only his 12th fight. Do you feel with that only being his 12th fight and fighting the quality of opponent that David Benavidez is, that Morrell's actually going to grow more from actually losing in this fight?
He won by losing in this fight. Morrell is a tremendous fighter. And he was fighting against the best. And Benavidez showed what has been expected. Benavidez is a true, great world champion. And Morrell did a great fight, very brave, but he was he took a great fight from the master.
Do you think Benavidez is more of an old school fighter than he is a new generation fighter? And what I mean by that is this. He's actually a fighter that wants to fight every and anybody. He does not say no to anybody. Do you think he's more of an old school fighter where he's got that mentality?
That is what boxing is all about. Fighters fight for glory. Money is different. But it's difficult to find fighters like Benavidez to simply want to please the fans and want to prove always he's the best. Thank you, my dear friend.
Thank you, Mauricio Sulaimán, for
care.
everything. Have a